Well, Lord Frost delivering a landmark speech in Portugal yesterday, of course, addressing the Northern Ireland Protocol. Frost making clear previously, of course, that the conditions for triggering Article 16 have been met, and Frost effectively putting forward a new protocol. Before we get to that, though, I thought it was interesting that Frost hit back at some of the EU hostility we've seen, of course, particularly from the French government. I must say that some of their hostility at times has been rather deranged from Macron's government, who seems to me are extremely rattled about the upcoming presidential election in France and think a bash the British approach is the way forward. Very, very silly. But Frost in his speech, saying of the current relationship with the EU, viewed from our perspective, we look at the EU and see an organisation that doesn't seem to want to get back to constructive working together. For example, we have seen extreme tensions over the EU's vaccine ban earlier this year. A block on our entry to Horizon, of course, earlier refusal to allow us into Galileo. Threats to our energy supplies. A needless ban on the import of most shellfish to the EU, causing significant pain to our fishermen. And a knee-jerk resort to legal action on Northern Ireland. Now, as Frost highlighted in his speech, remarkable that he had to reiterate this, Northern Ireland is not EU territory.
Of course, the EU can insist on this, can insist on no change. But if it does, must remember that it is this government, the UK government, that governs Northern Ireland, as it does the rest of the UK. Northern Ireland is not EU territory. It is our responsibility to safeguard peace and prosperity in Northern Ireland. And that may include using Article 16 if necessary. We would not go down this road gratuitously or with any particular pleasure. But it is our fundamental responsibility to safeguard peace and prosperity in Northern Ireland, and that is why we cannot rest until this situation has been addressed. The protocol itself is clear. It respects the, quote, essential state functions of the UK. It does not create some kind of co-dominion or co-responsibility with the EU in Northern Ireland. It doesn't allow the EU to develop its own aspirations for Northern Ireland as if it were a member state. For example, to decide that it is in Northern Ireland's own interests to stay subject to the rules of the single market for goods, whatever the UK government may think.
And Frost in this speech once again reiterating that the Northern Ireland Protocol is not working.
Maybe there was a world in which the protocol could have worked, more sensitively implemented. But the world has now moved on and we now face a very serious situation. The protocol is not working. It's completely lost consent in one community in Northern Ireland. It's not doing the thing it was set up to do, protect the Belfast Good Friday Agreement. In fact, doing the opposite. It has to change. No one here is expert in Northern Ireland, and we're not asking you to be. We're asking you, the EU, to work with us to help us manage the delicate balance in the Belfast Agreement and not to disrupt it, to help us reflect the concerns of everyone in Northern Ireland from all sides of the political spectrum and to make sure the peace process is not undermined. The key feature of the Belfast Good Friday Agreement is balance between different communities and between their links with the rest of the UK and with the Republic of Ireland. That balance is being shredded by the way this protocol is working. The fundamental difficulty is that we're being asked to run a full-scale external boundary of the EU through the centre of our country, to apply EU law without consent in one part of it, and to have any dispute arising from these arrangements settled ultimately in the court of one of the parties. The way this is happening is disrupting ordinary lives, damaging large and small businesses, and causing serious turbulence to the institutions within Northern Ireland.
So that being said, Frost made clear that he was sharing a new text, a new legal text with the EU Commission, an amended protocol, a new protocol that he said was forward-thinking, saying our proposal looks more like a normal treaty in the way it is governed, with international arbitration instead of a system of EU law, ultimately policed in the court of one of the parties, the European Court of Justice. Now we know that the ECJ, the European Court of Justice in this, is a red line for the British government. The EU so far rejecting any renegotiation whatsoever when it comes to the ECJ and all of this. But as ever, guys, I'm going to keep bringing you all the very latest, so do hit subscribe and the bell. We're expecting to see what the EU's response, what their proposal is going to be. I will be bringing you all the very latest. And of course, as ever, guys, thanks for watching.